in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine because I want to. Even on the
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. A hand will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he goes down. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick second and long. And they'll run on the inside handoff. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Hollywood Marquise Brown from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath. Settle down.
And he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Seven Pirates. 18 Rattlers. Trap 60. 79 Broncos.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Well, it's a cold night. And whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now a handoff to Chandler. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Ty Chandler taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10, down at the 33.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Here we go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Inside give to Elliott. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. Patterson's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that third consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And some space here. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. 94 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They go play action here on 1st down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Now back to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Marquise Brown, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Now the first play of the drive there is is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They'll get 34 yards there.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Back to throw again. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He finds Watson complete. Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. The frustration going to set in as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
19 tight.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure there was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
79 Broncos. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks. 18, Pioneer. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to take another shot here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Warriors 17. Mustang 19. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Cut 19.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is taken at the 18. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Dragon 60.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back to throw here.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
19 White.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Seven Pirates. 18 Ravens.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Shot 50. 79
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Hollywood Marquise Brown saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Back to throw now on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge to stop.
Under pressure, they got him again. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Packers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is down to 28-10.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time, and he's going to lose yardage here. as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They run a draw here on 2nd down, and he'll get this one up to about his 14. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is fielded at the 27. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Kaiir Elam makes a pick. Exited the pocket, trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision could get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
And still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And it'll be intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He had to run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's go now.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll look to throw here. Letting one go deep for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. And the Eagles season will continue at least one more week.
You see, it's 2 types of people in life. It's people that